Listen, I had made the announcement online that this was coming, and we gotta talk about it. I know I'm late to the party. It's been a little busy here on our end, but R35 part, whatever number iteration this is, let's talk about it. What's up, everybody? How's it going? My name is Nick Lanza, and here we do builds, we do reviews, and we have interesting topics for discussion, such as the one we got today. So if that sounds interesting to you, stick around, hit that sub button. Let's begin. It's not a secret that the R35 has been around for a long time, and in fact, the precursor to this video, I'm gonna have it up in the corner. Just watch it so you can get the better understanding of the whole picture prior to this most recent news about this new R35. Instead of rehashing all that material, I just want to start by saying that to me, in my personal opinion, this is not a good sign. In fact, it makes me very nervous about the future of Nissan. First and foremost, if you're re-releasing a car that people have asked for years to be replaced, and your sales numbers are also showing that, having sold less than 60 last year, then it should really come to you as a sign of, hey, we need to innovate, we need to come up with new ideas, we need to move on from this car. Instead, Nissan has doubled down and made another R35 with a very simple, basic facelift that makes it a little bit more akin to its R34 predecessor, which, by the way, is now 25 years old. So congratulations to those of you who own an R34 and are now able to legally import it into the United States. To me, even though I love the way this new one looks, I really do appreciate the R34 styling. It just speaks to the laziness that our beloved Japanese company is now stooping to. They don't see a new solution. They feel like they've made it. And we talked about that in our last episode, how because it was such a dominant vehicle, they really didn't see a reason to really tweak it too much other than maybe adding more and more horsepower over the years, which did not improve its reliability, I must add. And instead of trying to reinvigorate and have a new platform, they keep riffing on one that's now well over a decade old. It's just, as someone who understands business, it's just not a good look. It's not like Pagani where they re-release new versions of the Huayra, right? That's a limited edition vehicle that gets new iterations and new things done to it every single time he makes another one, not just, all right, we're gonna change the body a little bit and it's still the same platform. No, there's more to it than just that with those hypercars, but the other side of it is they're not mass produced. Nissan trying to play their game is not a good look when you make economy cars. And I hear you, some of you might say that the R35 could be considered a collector car soon, given that, well, it's only 10 years away from the 20-year margin, and that's where most people start saying, okay, this is now going into the collector car territory. So with that in mind, yeah, eventually we'll get there. But we're not there now, and more importantly, these things are pretty much as produced as an SS. Whatever variety of, Camaro or, Corvette, whatever the case might be, it's kind of on par with that, with its manufacturing numbers and sales numbers, even though it definitely punched way above that kind of class for a long time. On the flip side of the equation, if a company is appearing as lazy, it could also be a sign that they themselves are suffering financially. Think of it this way. You need money to create a new product. You need money to do your normal day-to-day business operations, and you need money to pay your employees. But when you don't have money coming in from the sales that you're supposed to be generating or the contracts that you have sealed or laid out with other places, that eats into the bottom line, and you definitely can't stop paying your employees. They're working for you, doing what you asked them to do. So where does the budget go? Well, naturally, it sometimes will erode in R&D because they just want to make what's working continue to work. Innovation takes a backseat when there's a little bit of a threat of financial insecurity, maybe, or bankruptcy, who knows? And listen, I know that the 400Z just released and it came with a lot of fanfare, even though it's not really being pushed in the market right now, because there's other more interesting things such as, well, Mazda releasing another rotary. But the fact of the matter is that they're definitely not doing great financially. They're still trying to recover from everything that happened with Carlos Ghosn. And they are definitely not doing well in the department of public appeal, because even though the Nissan 400Z was released to great success, it's now had a lot of recalls with the clutches and the manual systems not working. Other various manufacturing errors have been brought up, and it's starting to lose its public appeal. Even though it looks great and they did all these things right, there's a lot of things wrong, and as a result, it's going to eat into the bottom dollar that they really need at the end of the day to continue to innovate. And thus, I feel like the R35s, whatever nth generation we're on of that same vehicle now, is what we got instead of an R36, because they're just not getting the money that they need to do that. Either way, them releasing another R model is not a good look, and I'm curious about what some of you guys think. I just wanted to extrapolate further because it's a nuanced topic. It's not as straightforward as, oh, they just released another R35 because it sells. No, quite literally the opposite happened last year, and well, that means that they need to find somewhere else to make their money, and I think all their chips right now are on this redesign, trying to get some of the hot boys invested, while also having the 400Z to try and bring in more of the older crowd to keep them invested, so that maybe they can try to produce something better in the future. But I want to know what your thoughts are. Let me know down in the comments section, and you guys have a lovely day. And if you want to see our last video, it's going to be right here on screen for you. I know we had it in the little I section earlier today, but if you want to check that out again, check it out right here. Also, here's a playlist of everything we've done this past season, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.